afternoon, Lake. Welcome to Lunch Bites. I'm Pastor Rich. I'm the lead pastor here at Lake Missionary Church. And I just want to encourage you today in the Word just a little bit with what's going on in our world. Philippians chapter 1, verses 12 through 14 says this, and this is the Message version. I want to report to you, friends, that my imprisonment here has had the opposite of its intended effect. Instead of being squelched, the message has actually prospered. All the soldiers here and everyone else too found out that I'm in jail because of this Messiah. That piqued their curiosity, and now they've learned all about him. Not only that, but most of the followers of Jesus here have become far more sure of themselves in the faith than ever, speaking out fearlessly about God, about the Messiah. This past week I heard a statement that somebody made that if you fall in love with Jesus, you fall in love with justice. And that's been really resonating with me over the past week with everything that's gone on with the George Floyd thing and the protests and the riots and everything else. And just so much of it's going on. And it's all, when you look at it and you take a step back, it's all to squelch the message of love and peace that Jesus brought to us. It's all about being kind of an anarchy type of society where there are no moral rights. But there are moral rights because our moral rights come from God. What happened to George Floyd was not right, it was not moral. It was murder. And the subsequent actions of people beyond that have not been right. They've not been moral. Protesting is fine. I encourage protests. Protests lead to freedom. But when it turns to violence and rioting, the whole message of freedom becomes blurred. And today I just want to encourage you that while the goal of the enemy is to bring division, to bring hatred, to bring racism, the message of Christ is counter to that. And my prayer today is that what Paul saw here in prison when he was put in jail is the same thing that we will come away with on the other side of this protest, this time of unrest, in that they tried to squelch the message. But it didn't work because the message of Christ will be there forever. He's always with us. He always endures. And even through these times when sometimes we can lose hope, we can be fearful, we can always look to the Father for guidance because He loves us and He created us. I do pray for justice for George Floyd. I pray that justice will prevail. But God said, vengeance is mine. And I hear a lot of vengeance today. We need to move to justice and allow justice to reign and rule. Because God is a just God. So I just wanted to encourage you with that today. I know it's all this talk and everything that's going on with the protests and the riots and just everything else that's going on in our world, it can get really discouraging. But we have hope because our hope is in Christ. So I challenge you with that today. I hope that helps you a little bit. Just get a little giddy up in your step and get back to what God has called us to do. Because His message will never be silenced. His message will never be done away with. Because He is in control. So have a great day and we will talk to you tomorrow.